recording. Sorry. Pero I need to record it because maybe some of your classmate is attending the interactive. I think that is that 3-day activity. Yesterday there was an activity. So for those who were absent yesterday for their class, they are excused. But for say, let's say today your classmate is attending that event, they are also excused. But I'm going to check the attendance. The event organizer going to send us the list of the students who attended that interactive activity. Okay, so I think it's part of your CSB Life accredited requirement. Okay. For now, I'm going to orient. Okay. So last term, CSB Life is they changed the sequence of the topic. So last term, we first have to evaluate ourselves, but now we have to totally reshuffle the lessons and topics. Okay, so if any one of you were second time to take the subject, I'm gonna confuse, but I think a little bit confused. Okay, so this is a 3-unit. Tap into my now. Tap into my subject. But can you see my screen?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Ayan na, bakit? Wait lang Ano po yung screen ko? Ayaw niya pumunta doon. Wait lang. Niloloko ako ng screen ko. Pagbalik ta rin ko naman. Nice. Wait, I think I need to I'm going to rearrange. There's a problem with the okay. Okay. So CSB Type is a 3-unit institutional course designed to help you first year, right? All of you are first year, right? To smoothly be comfortable with the school, college life, and then imbibe the Binilian expression of the Lasallian core values. So ito yung going to be a you're going to have a DNA of CSB. Okay, so as you go along, you will learn the Binilian core values, and before it was 7, now it's only 5. So part of your requirement is to learn this basic core values of CSB. Okay, and also to know the culture of the schools. So also, if you attended the interactive and go around the school and see the environment and also the not ambience but the how the school structures. Okay, what happened? Parang ako yung gusto uminom ng tubig. Then course outcome is, this is for the whole CSB course, CSB Life. I mean, exhibit the academic skill to achieve academic success through class discussion and structured activities. So every meeting we have activities, mostly groupings. So for the online or the Zoomies, we call them Zoomies, the online. And then for the student who are going to school, there will be called roomies. Will be grouped together. So for the online, they're going to be grouped together. For the Zoomies, for the roomies, they're going to be grouped. It's so easy discussion and also easy to collaborate. So especially for the roomies, so they can see their classmates face to face. Then create plans to manage self and guided by the provided worksheets and exercises. So we have worksheets, we have quizzes, we have forms that you're going to fill up. Especially today, we have two forms. One is the student profile, and then the other one is for your I'm going to discuss it the other one. So first is the student profile. Parts It's also part of your requirement to um submit that, complete the details. Also, you have to put image and also the digital signature. Okay. So most of my student last term, they forget to put the digital signature. So they don't have a perfect score for that activity. Well, slight lang nakulang. Slight deduction lang siya. Okay? Demonstrate the Binilian identity and values to live out what it means to be a Binilian Lasallian today, guided by the Binilian expression of the Lasallian core values. So this, I'm going to demonstrate the Binilian identity by doing different activity, group work, individual work, reflections, and I think other activities. So mostly reflection and group work. Okay. Sorry guys. Okay, so next is this course is to be conducted by online and on-site. So on-site it's a face-to-face. So but I think only 30% of you will be in school, and not all of you can be in school because there are only 20 students, maximum of 20 students be allowed in one room. Okay, so we have to agree who will be going to school and who will be online. Okay, so I think for the online, uh, I think 2/3, 1/3 is the face to face. So, but we have to create a team. So we have 3 teams. One is the team C. It he will or he that group will remain online for the from start to the end of the class or end of term. But team A and B, they're going to school alternately. Okay, so it's up to you who's going to decide who's going to be online for the whole term. If you decide to be online, it meant that if you're going to get or going to research at school, you're not allowed to come in or go to school because you decided to be online. Okay. But if your other class is online, I think you'll be given access. Okay. But I think mostly for the online student, for the rest of their courses, I think it's online because most of them are in the provinces. So it's hard for them to go to Manila. Okay. Also for those foreign students. So most of our communication are in Big Sky. Okay. So um, instructions, quizzes, submission will be in Big Sky. Okay. So technology requirement is you have to have a reliable internet connections. You can use desktop, laptop, tablet, or even a phone, as long as we can connect. Okay, and then as long as you can open the slides or the PowerPoint for you to review, or for those who were absent to read their lessons. Okay. Then for the communications, we can use the Zoom or Google Chat or the Biniled email. And also, I'm going to put a course related questions or communication for us to communicate, because most of you are going to email me, and most of the time same question are being asked, so it would be better to put it in a discussion forum for para mas madali, okay? And Zoom platform will be used for synchronous session and also for the on-site. So here's the scenario. We're going to have a face-to-face student on third, and then there will be a camera, moving camera for your classmate and also for the teacher to be seen by the online classmate of yours. Okay. And then also for the student who are in class, they're going to use a mic. Why? Because if they're not going to go to the mic, if they will going to recite or they're going to present, the Zoomies or the online student will not going to will not be able to hear them, or um their sharing discussion will not be heard. Okay, so yun yung isang fallback. The student who usually comfortable sitting at the chair, in in order to recite, they need to go to the mic to say or to recite what they want, or to present. Okay. Then submission rules. Okay, so submission rules, there are due dates. So for the due dates, I think I'm going to, for now, since there are problem with the My Big Sky, I'm going to adjust the due dates. Okay, so for the syllabus, I already put a deadline. So I'm just going to adjust it. Okay. Because I think um I don't I don't have a feedback from this CET department yet regarding the problem with the courseware. Okay. So I'm not yet sure if I'm going to upload it today or tomorrow, since yesterday there's a problem. Okay. So regarding etiquette, so let be a God-centered, socially responsible, so, and then excellent integrity. Also, these are the salient core values, okay? And then creative and innovative, inclusive. So I don't need to. Okay, so I think I'm going to read na lang. God center is recognized by God's presence by starting and ending the class activity and learning session with a prayer. So next time I'm going to put the silent prayer or Biniljan prayer, and I'm going to ask each one of you to recite. So one is for the starting of the class and one is for the end of the class. So I think two. That will be part of your class participations. Okay. Then socially responsible, actively participate in class activities, learning sessions. So I expect that you're going to participate in class. Okay, so then excellent integrity, observe and practice honesty and good moral behavior. So you have to avoid cheating, and then also you have to respect each one of each one of your classmates also. Okay, and then observe punctuality in attending class so that we are not going to um wait for, let's say, 5 minutes, 10 minutes for other to come in or to log in. Okay. Also for the on-site, for the face-to-face, you need to follow the college dress code. Okay, so for now, for online, we need to be more. We can also, if we're going to open our account camera, we need to be more on a presentable. But if we're going to go to school, we have to follow the rules of the college dress code. Okay, so ito na yung kailangang i-abide natin. So, our OSB are very strict about the dress code. So once you caught um, not following the dress code, you'll be given a warning, and then if you're going to repeat again, so another warning, and also then next is a penalty. Okay, so please avoid. It's a, it's a simple dress code lang naman siya. No revealing clothes, no sandals, no open toe shoes. Okay, I think um it's already in your student hand. Okay, so you can read about the dress code for those student who's uh going to school for the third week of our class. Okay, so creative, innovative, continue conceiving the new ideas, improving existing one, accept responsibility, and maximize what is available on us. Okay, so especially um during online, you can use your computer, you can use gadgets. For the face to face, since the room is limited dun sa mga power outlet, so you are required to have your laptop or your gadget to have a full battery because you don't have any power supply to connect. Okay? So wala tayong sasaksakan ng power supply natin or yung laptop natin. We can use it, but we don't have any available, or there are no many outlet in our classroom. Okay, so they advise us that the student should bring, or I think bring a laptop, but they're not advised to recharge. Okay, so before you go to school, you have to recharge your gadget or equipment. Okay, or during break time, you can. I think there's a part in third floor. There's a part of there's an area there that you can charge your laptop, but I don't know if that area is open. Okay, so because remember, there's still a social distancing. Okay, then inclusive, recognize each fellow learners inherit values by embracing diversity, so respecting each other uniqueness and creating a culture of inclusion. So we need to respect each other, so especially if they're um what do you call this, we have to be observant, but not we have to just be observant and respectful for each one of our classmates. Okay, so in order to avoid miscommunications, and okay, so others are very sensitive about their well-being. Okay, so there are also students who are, I think, problem. So not problem. I think um, the way they grew up. Usually that's the way they are. So if you think that's not normal, um, don't openly comment on that. So just observe lang, okay? But if it is distracting the class, or uh, and then they are not aware, so I think we have to inform me, okay? Don't go to your classmate, baka ma-offend sila, okay? Avoid offensive words for our classmate, okay? And then for our weekly topic for today is introduction, then accomplish our student profile form, can policies, and the other one is the discovery wheel. So discovery wheel, I'm going to give you a link, and then you're going to answer that link, and then you discover um, how you learn. And then there are guided questions about um, um, for that discovery wheel, on how you feel about or is it right that the observation or the apps is is correct regarding your how you learn. Okay, so discovery wheel is about how you learn, how you or you're learning through readings or learning through visuals. So that will be the questions. Okay, for the second week, still online. So for online, it's not actually 3 hours. It's only for about 40 to 60 minutes, because as per study, we are not able to maintain the 3 hours, since it's really affect our eye. So especially also in our online on site, we're going to do the lessons 1.5 hours, and then the other 1.5 hours will be the asynchronous type. So they are going to do individual, or you're going to do your group work. Okay. So for next week, you have a group work regarding our college milestone. This is the story, or how the CSB um, grew. Okay. And then there will be an individual quiz, which is asynchronous. So you can do it in your own given time. Okay. So the scope of our quiz, I'm going to also give it to you. Okay. On the third week, this will be our online and scheduled on September 15. So hopefully on second week, we can identify who is going to be online and is going to go to school. Okay. Also the 2/3. Okay. Lesson will be about the founder and the patron. So before our class, you have to watch the prayer and the little one. Prayer is the story about Saint LaSalle, and then the little one is the story about Saint Benil. It's an um, animated story about our two saints, and it's been done by our animation department. Also our also our alumni. Okay, so after that, we have a group work. It's about through our saint lenses. So I'm going to explain the mechanics of the group work. Okay, so group second group work na naman to. Okay, so on the fourth week, we have a 1.5 hour online. So online and face-to-face. So it's about the Benilian DNA. So definition, manifestation of NX, Benilian expression, identify the concrete ways of manifesting BNX, and then determine how our BNX apply to our different offices or different for us. Okay, so how we're going to apply it. And then this is another group work 3. So dami nating group work. Okay, so it's about BNX, and also the CSB Life. I'm going also to introduce you about the CSB Life accredited activity, which is required for you to accomplish through the term. So hindi naman siya kailangan you need to accomplish it right away. So there are several seminars and activities that you can complete the CS live accredited. So one is the interactive, and then 4 more. So you have to have a 5 interactive or accredited activities that you need to attend. And also, if you're going to attend that activity, you need to attend. It's either online or face to face. You have to be there from start to finish, and then if there are requirements for reflections and other activities that they require of you, you have to accomplish them, because if you did not accomplish them, they will not give you in attendance. So this organizer will be the one who's going to give your attendance to our uh, coordinator. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, and then for the 4th week, also up to 5 week, this is also about valuing and inclusion. So we're going to recount the history of the De La Salle College of St. Benilde to appreciate the value of the Benildean inclusion. Okay, so there will be an individual work output, then and then we're going to produce it in either poem, drawing, video. So it's up to you. Actually, this last term, this was part of our last, or I think 11th week. So now it's it's on the 4th week. Okay. On the 5th week, also understanding innovation. So we have to recognize the value of innovation and understand it. Understand the role of and the realization of the college vision. Okay. And then this is our 4th group work. So our innovation idea. Okay. Then for the 6th week, we have to introduce about the service learning. Because most of our courses will have a inclusion of service learning. So service learning is like a OJT, but it's a group work. Okay. So for example, for a photography class, there is a service learning component. So what do you mean by that? You're learning how to take a picture and then serving a community. So it's either it depends on your prop for that subject, or you on how to communicate with the client. So we have to serve a client, not only your teacher. So there are two. I'm going to submit your project proposal to the client, and so also to your teacher. So your communication will be recorded. Also, there will be a reflections, and the client will grade or evaluate your project. Okay. So not only your teacher will going to give you grade, also the client. So that is a service learning. So as early as I think 2nd year, you have to actually serving a client. Okay. Then on the 6th week, there will be an introduction to intellectual property, or IP. So this is to avoid plagiarism or copying works or submitting works of others. So, and also, why do we need to have an intellectual property for us? For us as a designer, to be protected by the government, and this is part of mm, protecting our innovations or our ideas. Okay, so it's fun. It's also a protection for us as a designer, or in having new ideas that really come from you. Okay. Then for the 7th week, there will be a midterm class standing. This will be online. You don't need to go to school. I'm going to communicate fully online. So I think this one I'm going to ask what activity you're lacking of, or Oh, and next, for the week 8, learning styles and intelligence. Usually this is last term this is our first early weeks na topic. Okay, also the necessary study skill. Those are the first, I think, first five weeks topic of ours. But now it's moved to the 8th and 9th week. Okay. And also the critical thinking and personal mission goal setting. These are also part of the first 5 weeks under midterm. But now those are part of the after midterm. Okay, so on the 12 week, you have to have a building esteem. So to know our self-esteem, so you have to um, use the Wilson-Bird self-esteem scale. Okay, then after that, we're going to reevaluate or um, we're going to self assess ourselves. Also, the goal setting and critical thinking, there will be a self-assessment and also a group work. Okay. Then for the 12, managing our time, stress. So stress management, financial literacy, and time management. So these are the 3 stresses that we need to learn. So before, these are also part of the pre-midterm topic. Okay, on the 4th week, this will be submission. 14th week, this will be your final submission for your project. So project will be a complete compile of activities from week 1 up to the last week. Okay, so you have to create a design or how to you're going to create a creative presentation for all your activities. Okay. Then for the course requirement, also for your grades, uh, this is how we're going to grade you. So reflection paper will be 20%. This reflection papers including our weekly activities and also for the CSB Live accredited activities. When you attend your CSB accredited activities, you have to create a reflection paper. Since there are 5 activities, you can create one summary of reflection paper for these 5. Or let's say you taken 3 accredited activities before midterm, you can create a summary for the 3 activities. And then after midterm, you can create a summary for the 2 remaining CSB Live accredited activities, reflections, I mean. Okay. Or if you're going to attend the 5, complete 5 CSB Live accredited activities before midterm, you can create a summary of it. So only the thing that I need to know is the topic, the date, and the time that you attended those activities. So before you summarize, you put the title, the dates, and the topic, date, and time. Okay, that you attended that activities, because sometimes those activities were not reflected in our CSP Live, other CSP Live access for your activity were being recorded by our coordinator. So I'm going to check whether your list of activities are in the report of our CSB Live coordinator. So she will be accepting all the attendance that the organizer will send her, and then also you have to have your list, and then I'm going to check whether they com they match. Okay, if they match, or mostly sometimes your name are being or it's not included in the list of the CSB Live attendance because it did not comply with the attendance requirement regarding not to be late or to exit the Zoom link early or to leave the seminar early. So once you leave the seminar early, they're going to you're going to remove your attendance on it. And also if even though you completed attendance but you did not complete the requirement like a reflection paper for that or an evaluation form that you need to fill out after the event, and then you did not submit it, attendance will not be credited for you. Okay, so be very careful about that. Okay, individual works, that will be 20%. So these are the I'm going to list down all the individual works, the group works, and I think that the panel project. Okay, and then group presentations. So group work and group presentations are only one. So if you're going to create a group and then you're going to present, I think I'm going to separate the presentation and the group work, because sometimes if we lack time, uh, it may not be, or not all group will going to present, or if all groups are presented, that will be a complete group work and presentation score. Okay. Then the CSB Live accredited activities, it will be your 10% of your grade. Okay. So the bigger chunk of your grade will come from your group work, individual work, and reflection paper. So, and also the final project. Okay, so I think this is 80%. So the remaining 10% is the CSP live activity and then the class participation. Then for the major exam or not exam output, that will also be 20%. Okay, so your grade here are only P and R. So last time, student asked me, Miss, why my grade is P? So P means pass. Okay, so they were they think that P is failed, but there's only two grades that going to receive in this class, P or R. But I'm going also to give you the breakdown for the numerical value of your grade, if you want. But only P and R will reflect on the system. Okay. Then course policies and guidance, student handbook policies. So applicable yon. So also you have to read, or otherwise the major thing that I need to remind you is not cheating and plagiarism. Those things are automatically have a grade of R. Okay, student with special need also discuss with us. So if you have a concern and don't want to inform others, you can email me. Okay, then for me, if you submit a project late, I have corresponding deduction. Okay, so that will be my um, reason for having or giving lower grade or failing grade. But I don't think if you complete all the requirements, you won't fail my subject. Only those who did not submit a group work and a final project, that will be 30%, right? And the group work is 20, and then final project is 20, so that will be 60. So miss to 20% of your grade will mean failing. So you have to submit at least 80% of your activity, and then submit the group project or main project of yours. Okay, so and then there will be no problem with your grade. Okay. Then inclusion statement. So these are for the accommodation in classes of students with specific learning needs. Okay, so ito also you have to inform. I think these are being addressed by the counseling. Okay. to, if there are learning conditions or something that you need to inform us, I think you have to inform the counseling. I think, what department is that? Forget. Just email me. Okay. Uh, we will not broadcast this one. So this will be our secret. Okay. And then references. Okay. So any questions, guys? Do you have any questions? I'm going to show you the student profile form. Okay, can you see it? Oh,
Yes po.
okay. This is the student profile form. So we're going to fill it up. So mm, this will not going to be distributed to any department. It's for the class requirement. So it's clickable, and then you can put your name. Okay, so make sure lang your name is complete. Okay. Ulit. So middle name. This is my name. Nickname. Okay. Okay, then the ID number, then your program or your course, then what year are you right now, and then mobile number, your mobile number, your Binil email address here, and then your address. If you want to not to complete your address, it's all okay. So you can say, me, I'm from Marilao. So I can just put it here. Just in order to me to know where you're coming from. So just for example, why are you late in our history's class? Okay, and here you're going to put your picture. Aside from picture, you're going to attach a digital signature. Okay, so make sure to attach your digital signature. Bakit tayo mag-insert? So attach a file or picture, online picture, depends on what picture you're going to attach, and then also attach a digital signature. Okay, and then in case of emergency, okay, contact person, name a person that we're going to call if there are emergency that need and that they need to be informed about it. Okay, so also the contact number of that person. It would be better if you're going to put the relationship. Let's say Juan de la Cruz, father, and then here the contact number, the email ad. Some of our parents don't have an email address, so you can put here none, but the contact number and also the name of the person is very important. Okay. Last term, student put here their name, also their number. So, huwag naman ganun, okay? Also, sometimes they put it here like nilagay nila. Yan yung number. Yan yung name. So, sino naman po yung tatawagan kong mother? There are no names. So, si mother lang yung nilagay. Okay? So, you have to put a name of person. So, not only mother, but you have to say, let's see. Then, okay, so let's say your mother name is Juliana, and then let's say surname nga is, ay, kunwari pala pangalan ko. and then you can put mother. Okay? And then contact number. Say, pag yun ang gayain yung 00, ha? Example lang siya. So, have to put a number, not the same as yours, but the person's number. Okay? So, it will be difficult to call someone who is in emergency, tas kayo pala din yung number na yun. Okay? So, for example, you have two numbers, you put your number here also. So, in case of emergency, this will not be valid. Okay? Also, the email address, so if your parents or your auntie or guardian have an email address, you can put it here. Okay. Also, this one, additional information. What are your hobbies and interests? Organization and affiliations. So you can put it here. Pag wala, you can put none. So hobbies and interests, that's watching a movie or playing basketball, playing badminton. So, or painting, or it's up to you. Okay? But you have to complete here. This is only 2 pages. Okay? Then next, about the discovery wheel. This is this discovery wheel. So there's a series of questions, and then you're going to put numbers, let's say always or almost always true. So these are the phrases. If these are true, you can put 5, 4, 3, or if it's not true, it can be 1 or 2. Okay? Well, it depends on the scale that you're going to use. Okay? So 5 is the maximum, and then 1 is the least. And then after putting the number here, you have to total it. So let's say you put 5, 5 here, so 5, 5 there. The total score is 25. So you have to put the total score here. And then you have to finish all these boxes. Okay? So for the purpose, this will be your score. For the boys, this will be your score. And then for the grade. So relationship, resources, reading, future, notes. Then after that, there will be here, there will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So if your score for the purpose is 25, you have to shade from 0 to 25. Okay, so paano ito? Highlight. So let's say you have to shade this. And then let's say for your notes is, let's say, for notes, let's say only 15. Have a total 15. Then here you have a total of 20. And then here you have a total of 10. Or here you have a total of, again, 15. Then here, let's see. Hello. And then let's see here. Then here. Meron pa isa pa, no? You have to shade the area. Depends on the total score. Okay? So after shading it, there will be a questions. So I have to answer this. Also the same question, okay? But this one, may colored yung kanyang area. So, you can also use this one. Or, parang mas maganda yata to colored siya. And then, after that, ito yung sample. And then, this will be yours. Or you can put it here. Or you can use Paint or any other apps that you can use. And then, make it an image and then drop it here. Then, after that, you have to have a self-evaluation. So, my self-evaluation surprised me because you have to complete the sentence and then click the completion of your sentence here. Okay? You don't need to make a storybook, just simple phrases. Okay? If you want, you can explain if you like. Okay? You can add additional page with this one. So this will be the discovery. This is part of the week 1 activity. Okay? Guys, tulog na ba kayo? Sorry. Do you have any questions? Attention interactive. Nice. Any question, guys? Guys, are you still there? None. So, I'm going to upload, after I'm going to clear up with the tech department, I'm going to upload your, okay. So, later pa doon na maayos. I'm going to upload the syllabi, this form, and also the student profile. Also the lessons I'm going to upload in, and also our recorded class. Okay, so, and then your assignment will be, after receiving this form, going to do this work, and also part of your assignment is, please think whether you're going to attend face-to-face class or an fully online. Okay, so next week I'm going to ask you again who's going to attend the online class and also who's going to attend the face-to-face. Okay? Any more questions? I'm going to stop recording. Okay, not yet. I'm not going to stop recording until up until may question pa. Do you have questions pa? Am I clear? Okay, thank you. Godfrey, wow. Yan naman ang name mo. Okay, so if there are no more questions, see you next Thursday, guys. It's also again online. Okay. Our Zoom invite is a recurrence, so you can also click that one as it will also be our Zoom a link for the next meeting. Okay. I'm also going to post it again because I erase all the content of our Big Sky since there's a problem with the uploading of the CSB Live course for. Okay, so once I'm done with that problem, you'll see the content of our Big Sky. Okay, sorry about that for the meantime. Okay, if there are no more questions, see you next meeting, guys.
Bye po. Thank you.
Bye then.
Thank you po.
Goodbye, ma'am. Thank you po.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. On home questions. So, good naman. We have a question, Dan?